The Arctic is a world of extremes, a vast white wilderness where land and sea merge under a thick blanket of ice and snow. The sun disappears for months, and the air is so cold it can freeze a breath in an instant. This is the kingdom of the polar bear, the undisputed ruler of the ice. Perfectly built for this harsh environment, their thick fur and blubber insulate them from the cold, and their massive paws act like snowshoes. As the largest land carnivores on Earth, polar bears are symbols of raw power and adaptation. For them, the sea ice is everything: home, hunting ground, and nursery. During the long, dark winter, the Arctic Ocean freezes, creating a sprawling platform of ice. This is the time of plenty. Polar bears roam the ice, guided by their keen sense of smell, waiting by breathing holes for seals to surface. When a seal appears, the bear strikes with incredible speed, a blur of white against the snow. A single large seal can sustain a bear for days, building vital fat reserves for leaner times. Solitary travelers, they move with silent grace, carving out territories in this immense frozen world. As winter deepens, the bears are at their strongest, masters of their domain. The polar bear doesn't just survive here, it thrives, embodying the wild, untamed spirit of the far north. But the Arctic's rhythm is one of constant change. The season of plenty fades as the sun returns and temperatures shift. Sea ice thickens, sealing off the cracks and breathing holes that seals and bears depend on. The once bountiful hunting ground becomes a barren, empty desert of white. Seals are now locked beneath the ice, out of reach. The bears roam, driven by hunger, searching for any opportunity to hunt, but chances grow scarce. This marks the start of a long, enforced fast. In some regions, bears are forced ashore for months, waiting for the ice to return. Even where ice remains, it can become too thick to hunt. The bears must rely on the fat reserves built up during the productive months. The landscape falls silent. The bears become patient waiters, enduring a period of conservation and endurance. The great test has begun, a struggle against starvation and the unforgiving cold. The fast can last for months, sometimes over 140 days. Every movement is measured, every ounce of energy is precious. No longer active hunters, the bears become masters of stillness, seeking shelter from the wind and curling up to conserve heat. Their world shrinks to a small, confined space, focused on waiting for the sea to unlock its bounty. Polar bears are solitary, avoiding others to conserve energy. The hunger is immense, but the bear endures, occasionally gnawing on seaweed or old bones for distraction, not nutrition. Life pares down to breathing, resting, and waiting. For pregnant females, the challenge is even greater. They give birth and nurse cubs while fasting for up to 8 months. The mother's survival, and that of her cubs, depends entirely on the fat she stored before entering the den. It's one of the most extreme examples of maternal sacrifice in the animal kingdom. The long wait is a test for all polar bears, but for a mother with new cubs, it is the ultimate test of life. The vibrant hunter becomes a patient ascetic, enduring a trial of faith in the return of the seals. This is survival at its most elemental. How does a polar bear survive months without eating? The answer lies in remarkable physiological adaptations. Their bodies enter a state called walking hibernation. Metabolism slows, but they remain alert. The primary fuel is their blubber, accumulated during winter hunts. As fat is metabolized, it produces water, allowing the bear to stay hydrated without drinking. Unlike most animals, polar bears maintain muscle and bone mass during fasting. They recycle urea to synthesize new amino acids, preserving muscle tissue. Their bodies carefully regulate resources, ensuring vital organs get the energy they need. It's a masterclass in biological engineering, honed by evolution in one of the planet's harshest environments. The ability to shut down while staying alert, create water from fat, and preserve muscle is what makes their comeback possible. This survival strategy is written into their DNA. Surviving months of starvation is as much a mental challenge as a physical one. The polar bear's mind is as resilient as its body. Patience and discipline are key. Frantic searching wastes energy. Instead, the bear commits to conservation. The long fast is a predictable part of the Arctic year, encoded in the bear's instincts. There is no despair, only deep, instinctual patience and trust in the return of the ice and seals. The bear's senses remain sharp, always alert for the faintest sign of opportunity. This state of relaxed alertness allows the bear to conserve energy while being ready to act instantly. The mind is not idle. It waits for the right signal to re-engage. This mental endurance is perhaps the most mysterious and awe-inspiring part of the polar bear's survival. The bear faces the Arctic's greatest challenge not with struggle, but with a quiet, powerful stillness. After months of stillness, change begins. The sun lingers longer, bringing faint warmth. The temperature creeps upward, cracks appear in the ice, breaking the deep silence with the groaning of renewal. For the polar bear, these are the first notes of hope. The scent of open water drifts on the breeze, the signal it's been waiting for. The bear, thinner but ready, rises and shakes off the snow. Channels of dark open water, leads form, becoming lifelines for both seals and bears. The landscape transforms into a dynamic mosaic of ice and water. The bear patrols the edges, senses on high alert. Energy reserves are low. It must make a kill soon. The great thaw is a promise, not a guarantee. The final test is at hand. The comeback is about to begin, hinging on a single, decisive moment. At the edge of the cold water, the hunt resumes. The polar bear finds a promising spot along a lead, pressing itself flat against the ice. It waits, perfectly still, focused on the water. Suddenly, a ringed seal surfaces for air. In an explosive burst, the bear lunges, a blur of white and power. The hunt is over in seconds. The seal is pulled onto the ice. For the bear, this is more than a meal. It's victory and survival. The feast begins with the energy-rich blubber, rapidly restoring the bear's strength. The bear may consume over 100 pounds of blubber in one sitting. After the initial feast, calm returns. The bear rests, rebuilding its reserves. Within weeks of successful hunting, it regains lost weight and confidence. The transformation is remarkable. The comeback complete. The king has reclaimed its throne. Life in the Arctic is renewed. The polar bear's epic comeback is a powerful reminder of life's resilience. The cycle of feast and famine is woven into the Arctic's fabric. The bear's endurance is a marvel of evolution, a perfect alignment of physiology, instinct, and mental fortitude. The sun, ice, seals, and bears are all part of an unbroken circle. The melting and freezing of ice create a delicate balance, a dance of survival. Yet, this ancient cycle faces a new threat, a warming climate, shrinking the window for survival. The bear's future is now tied to the fate of the sea ice. Still, the polar bear is the ultimate survivor, adapting to one of Earth's harshest environments. Its story is one of strength, patience, and the enduring force of life. The great white bear is a symbol of the wildness we must protect. Even after the longest, darkest winter, life finds a way to return.